When I'm getting out of the hospital, the doctors say I'm never gonna walk fine. I'm gonna be stuck with leg braces and a walker for the rest of my life.
If you didn't know what it was like to be as lonely and sad as you were growing up, you wouldn't have had that compassion for her who lost her husband and was so sad. I am here with Ryan Young, who, Ryan, you are such a beacon of light in this world. Your story, oh my God, it's profoundly moving. And I'm wondering if you could share just a little bit with everybody who's with us today, just about what happened.
When I was 5, Paddy Wasman's son, Jim, comes over to ask my brother to come out and play some. My brother's been grounded for some reason, so I asked Jim, can I come? And he lets me, and he's on his bike. He already makes it across the street, and when I get to the curb of the road, I can't see anything coming either way. So I start crossing, and 2 cars come up the road. The one in front is speeding up the wrong side and hits me. Plenty of neighbors hear the squeal of the brakes, and they all come running, and my mother comes running down immediately at my side and crying.
Oh, and I can only imagine. She must have been traumatized.
Then,
you died in the moment, right? Your body literally died.
And the paramedic was giving me mouth-to-mouth at the time. Ambulance came and gave me a ride to the hospital in Gowanda, that was Tri-County. Then I got a ride from Mercy Flight to Children's in Buffalo. I keep getting visits from all family and friends during that time, and 5 football players, including Jim Cowley, comes to see me.
So you suffered from mental, emotional, physical challenges that were unparalleled. I mean, most people, I know people who have had children who have had TBIs, and again, we've had our own experience in my family with my son's dad having a TBI. And the challenges, not just the physical, which is hard enough to overcome, but the changes in the brain, the ability, like you say, to make decisions, and then the depression is just, and mood swings, because the frustration is just so overwhelming at times, I would imagine.
Yes. When I'm getting out of the hospital, the doctors say I'm never gonna walk fine. I'm going to be stuck with leg braces and a walker for the rest of my life. And took me like 3 years to get my walking back without a brace and the walker. So
that's remarkable.
Because I heard in my heart and God saying He has other plans.
Right. So you knew right from the time you were young that God was talking to you. God had a different plan for you. So school was a struggle for you, probably.
I kept going to different towns because special education wasn't very good at brain injury students. And I was frustrated most of the time during school years because all my students, classmates didn't live in Gowanda, so they live in different towns. My mother finds Rick. He has 4 kids he brought into my life, and Rick's parents, who lived in Amherst, they were getting ready to pass away. Then, so
you moved to Amherst after that?
Yeah. I start go back to riding buses all over the place. I first get mugged at a bus station. It's called University at South Campus.
Yeah, that's a place to get mugged, all right.
Because somebody asked me for some money for a bus ride. I tried to be nice and give him some. Then he takes all my money and leaves when I open up my wallet. And then I get home from a bus ride and I'm all sad and lay down on my back in the backyard of my Glenhaven group home and turn up to God, asking what I should do now, Lord. One of my workout is long walks. My longest is 32 miles. And one of my walks brought me to a Taekwondo school. And then I stayed there for 10 years. I don't know if I was coming home from riding a bus, but I find something on my door. I was still living at Glenhaven, Amherst Group Home at that time, and I find something on the door saying about Amherst Church of Nazarene, and so I decided to join there, and I enjoy it, so I stayed.
A number of years that Ryan has been part of our congregation, and I just have to say that it's always such a blessing when someone like Ryan, who recognizes, you know, what gifts God has given him and just wants to bless other people and use those gifts and talents. And I'll highlight just a couple areas. One main thing is Ryan is someone who's always willing to help. He really recognizes the fact that he has the ability to help. To see him just recognizing that he has something to give and he has a way to help, and for him to give of himself like that to touch other people's lives has just been really, really wonderful.
You have been friends with Ryan for how long?
Oh, I don't know, 15 years or so. Wow. Yeah, I met Ryan at the gym, and Ryan became everybody's friend.
That's wonderful. And you run together.
We introduced, myself and another gentleman told Ryan if he wanted to meet girls, he had to start running.
Now there's a good incentive, right?
That's actually what they said.
They got your attention.
That motivated him to start running.
I love that. And then Jim, you were telling me that he's been to South America. Where in South America was this?
Well, this Randy guy I met giving my speech, when he asked me, why do you want to write this book, I said, to help people. Asked me, do you want to go to Peru with me sometime and maybe help people down there? And I said, okay. Then I keep asking him, so when are we going to this Peru trip? And he finally says, we're going on in 2012.
You were building homes? Is that what you were helping? Classrooms, schools. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's what they use the cement on, making a walkway to the bathrooms.
You've known this guy 15 years. What's your favorite Ryan story?
Oh, jeez.
You probably have quite a few. Yeah.
He thinks he's a comedian.
He is pretty funny.
Any play on words, because his last name is Young, so he'll never be old.
Because only could die young.
When he comes in the morning, what's new, Ryan? New York, New Jersey. You know, he thinks he's very funny.
I think you might be pretty funny.
But I try and help him, don't I, Ryan? I mean, when he doesn't.
He always tells me, look in the guy in the mirror and ask how he behaves and do the opposite.
Oh my God, this has been beyond a joy. I can't thank you enough. Thank you, Jim, for stepping in. And Ryan, Ryan, just like the guy that met you on the run, you've stolen my heart. I love you too. I just think you're beautiful. I'm giving you a hug to end this interview. Ryan's two books, Thankful Blessed Individual and God Has a Plan for My Life and Yours Too, are both available on Amazon. As well, Ryan does public speaking to inspire audiences everywhere. Thank you so much for joining me today on this adventure into passionate living. And we hope you enjoyed all of our wonderful guests who were here today to inspire you to live your dreams and then to use those dreams to make a difference in the world around you. Make sure to join us every week on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. on your true hometown station, WBBZ. As well, you can join us on our website at passionateliving.com and on our YouTube channel, Passionate Living TV. And thanks so much again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week on an amazing journey into passionate living.